I made a video about my anti-inflammatory journey. The reason I'm showing my stomach is because usually my stomach would be out here looking 9 months pregnant, and ever since finding an anti-inflammatory way of living and managing my hormones, that doesn't happen anymore. One of the biggest takeaways I want people to have is, yes, there are step-by-steps, there are fundamentals, foundations that you need to follow if you want to live an anti-inflammatory way of living. However, beyond those foundations, you really need to dig into your journey with it, because the biggest difference in my anti-inflammatory journey was not just listening to what everyone else was telling me, but it was listening to my body. And I don't just mean that as like a hippie who is like, no, you just need to channel your inner self. I'm on about when you eat something, how does it make you feel? When you work out, how does it make you feel? Because if someone is out there telling you that a HIIT class is going to balance your hormones, but every time you do a HIIT class, you end up with this huge inflammation, your joints are sore, your face is swelling up, listen to what your body is trying to tell you, because every single body is unique. I talked about in the last video about how moving away from fasting and moving away from a ketogenic lifestyle, even though at one point in my journey it was really helpful, long term it wasn't helpful, it wasn't sustainable, and it was giving me worse symptoms. So short term great, long term not for me. But someone commented saying that they were doing fasting and keto, have been doing it for 5 years, and it's changed their lives. And I'm like, that person is listening to their body, they're listening to all of the health advice out there and applying what is relevant to them and what works for them. And I think that is something that we should all feel empowered to do. I think it's great to go and speak to experts. I would highly recommend going to see a doctor, a dietitian, and a hormonal health practitioner. Those are the three that I would recommend seeing, because they will be able to give you the scientific backed evidence of what's going to work. And also, if they are a good practitioner or a good doctor, they will also listen to your symptoms and your individual case. But it's really important to go, okay, these are the facts, this is everything that I've got, I'm now going to apply that in real life to me. Because remember, research is theory, and for some people it works, for some people it doesn't, and see what applies to you. And that's kind of what was the real game changer for me. So yes, I've got all the tips that I share on my page every single day. I'm going to share them all in the event that I'm going to right now. I've got a hormonal health event with Gabby, who used to be on Love Island, which is so cool because I'm kind of fangirling a little bit about it. And I'm going to talk about my journey and what helps hormones there. But ultimately it comes down to what works for you, what works for your body. And I think on that journey and realizing that you should feel empowered to make your own decisions based on your own reactions to things, I think that is the missing key to a lot of people's health journeys. Also, if you have any questions, just comment and I will reply to them. But yeah, I'm very passionate about this topic, as you can tell. So please fire away, because I love talking about it.